designing characters, sometimes it's the little things that make all the difference. People, and sometimes monsters, need to accessorize, you know? And what better accessory is there than the humble hat? So vast is its different styles and designs that... I don't know where we're going with this. We're listing hats now? Has it really come to this? Alright, well, I'm Cypher First Aid Spray, and this is the top 5 hats in Resident Evil. I guess. Number 5. Zombie Cop Service Hat. Resident Evil 2 was a massive step up from the original game in every conceivable way, but in this particular video we want to applaud the level of detail on every single character model. It made the cutscenes way more engaging, and it made the action all the better when the zombies went from looking like pale and cheesy lightbulb heads to actually much more like humans covered in gore. And to add to that, you could rip them to shreds with close range shots from powerful weapons, tearing off limbs and cutting them off at the legs. It was also the first time a zombie wore a hat in the series, so it's not just living humans that can accessorize, see? Maybe it's just me, but when I think of Resident Evil 2's undead horde, it's not hard to think of this classic piece of artwork of the zombie cop walking towards you in his service hat. All of this return in the 2019 reimagining gorier than ever before, and that precious headgear, it now obeys the laws of physics. Makes you want to shoot it off, just cause you can. Number 4. The Beanie. Resident Evil Revelations is a great little game that serves as an interquel between RE4 and RE5, filling in some plot details and giving us a new story played out from the perspective of Jill Valentine and her kinda weird new face model, and Chris Redfield, who looked almost exactly as you remembered from Resident Evil 5.
But she's got a new hat.
Yes indeed, whilst exploring the frozen mountains of the Finnish countryside, Chris cleverly decided to sport a woolen beanie, and it stood out because it's the only time in the whole series that he's worn any kind of headwear as part of his default outfit in a game. The beanie, presumably not the same one, also shows up briefly in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis as sported by UBCS soldier Murphy Seeker. We have to assume that this isn't the same hat, but the beanie lore in Resident Evil is still a little vague. Number 3. Ramon Salazar's Tricorner Hat. Ramon Salazar, 8th Castellan of the Salazar family, first of his name, breaker of chains and father of Verdugo, was a decidedly different villain for the Resident Evil series. He lent heavily into the cheesiness that RE4 was going for, and his outfit was suitably flamboyant. A literal walking Napoleon complex. Would it have been too on the nose to have given him the hat that the French leader was known for? Apparently not. Ramon is literally never seen without the classical tricorner hat, and he had an absolutely good reason to cling on to it. Just think for a second about all of the bad guys in the series. Is he the only villain who wears a hat? This dude has a trademark that makes him stand out from all the rest, and if he was going to be the only heel in headwear, then he may as well pick something fabulous, right? Number 2. Tyrant's Fedora. Over 8 feet tall, stone-faced and unrelenting, the T103 Tyrant was the ultimate threat in 1998's Resident Evil 2, following the player through the RPD and into the depths of the city and putting pressure on them at a moment's notice. The 2019 remake of the game was sure to bring everything that was great about the Tyrant to the present day, but, importantly, it added something new. Style. Oh, and memes. So many memes. The fedora, presumably gifted to the Tyrant by Umbrella's fashion designer, was supposedly to help the grey-faced bringer of pain fit in better with his surroundings. We're not quite sure how that works, but we do know that it made him look like the tallest, keenest neckbeard in all of video gaming, my lady. And hey, if the hat is just a step too far into the realm of nonsense for you, then you can at least grab yourself a trophy by shooting it off of his head. Take that, fun character design. Number 1. The Beret. The Beret is a weird hat. It doesn't have a peak to cover your eyes, it doesn't cover your ears to keep them warm, it's kind of cheap and sort of frumpy looking, and its adoption by soldiers world over makes it a symbol of military power. So why, oh why, do we all love it so much? Don't deny it, you've never blinked twice at Jill Valentine's choice to wear that signature blue beret with her STARS uniform. And it's not just her either. In the cancelled N64 version of Resident Evil 0, Rebecca had one too. And don't just think it's the STARS ladies that rock the beret, we also see it on the Umbrella side. Everyone's favourite martyr and nemesis-baiting UBCS bad boy Mikhail Victor loved the hat so much he sported it in both Resident Evil 3 Nemesis and its 2020 reimagining. Furthermore, government mercenary turned ice cream delivery man Jack Krauser makes that hat look more masculine than should be possible. That is a lot of berets for one series, and keep in mind, not everybody can pull off this look, but well done to all of these soldiers and... wait, there's one more? Tofu! Tofu does wear a beret! What is with this series and that damn hat? And that was, for whatever reason, the top 5 hats in Resident Evil. Which famous piece of headgear in Resident Evil do you like the most? Let us know in the comments below, and subscribe to stay up to date with all of our content. I've been Sai, and have a good week.